Well, good morning and welcome to a very beautiful April Fool's Day. Isn't it spectacular? It's like the first day of spring. So the plan for today, 100 miles again, and tomorrow. I've designed a route to take me all over the shop, and it's a really random route, so I don't know where it's going. And then for tomorrow I've just literally pressed the other way round on Strava. We're getting to the busy end of the training now, getting to the big end. We're going to make sure everything's come together, but really can't argue when your longest training days look like this, can you? Absolutely beautiful. So the very basic plan is to do these as sort of mini Fred training or mini distance training. I've got my bag on and my big bottles, hopefully you can see that. So I'm carrying everything I need, hopefully I won't have to stop. I've got a couple of thin bagels in my jersey back pocket, obviously carrying the GoPro, my inhaler, mint cake, Trek bars. The only thing I might need to stop for is water, but what will be will be. And hopefully tomorrow will be a true test of how my legs are on 100 miles, the day after 100 miles. But I'm not pushing it today, I'm going to take it relatively easy. So I'm trying to stick to ish the 16 mile an hour average, or thereabouts. But I'm starting heavy with some hilly stuff as well. All I can hear, apart from a bike, is the birds singing. Beautiful morning. So, plans. Well, you know of my plans anyway. But we're 5 weeks from the Fred Whitton now. 5 weeks from the second attempt of that. Hell, if it's like this, ooh, that would do. A very slight breeze. Temperature is almost perfect. Almost. Tiny bit chilly, but it's quite good that. And more importantly, we're 12 weeks out from the Cycle the Nation Challenge. So I've been trying to work it out in my head what to do regarding top end training and tapering, because it's Easter next weekend. I've got some socialising to do, shall we say, on Good Friday, and I'm entertaining somebody on the Easter Monday as well. I've got somebody coming up who I'll introduce you to at the time, and I think the week after that is going to be it for longest training. I think after the Fred I'm probably going to have a careful week, a really easy week after the Fred. What do you say? Maybe a 50 mile or something like that, something easy the weekend after. Can it be like this every day? See the river loons making down there. Magnificent. I think just as I talk I'm passing the 2,000 miles for the year, which is something I wouldn't have thought I'd have said a few years back. Right, that's 26 miles in, just had a very light bite. Just a little climb coming up, you can sort of see it going up round the corner there. I think I'm going up there, according to my map I am, or the gradient thing. There's some nice views up the top of there. And obviously the collie on the quad bike there. Naturally, here we go, some views out towards the flatlands. First steep bit coming up. Let's see what this entails. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. Up to 13 and a half, a little bit more left, look. One-handed cattle grid squat, well done. Views over the North Sea. Out towards the Isle of Man. As usual, Blackpool Tower's visible, as always. That's nice here. Oh, I love this bike, it's really balanced. I can sit no-handed. Woo! Well, some more awful road surfaces, but there you go, another M6 crossing. I've actually come this way before with the Kirby Lonsdale guys. I'm not looking forward to that hill tomorrow because the road surface is appalling. It's wet and it's long and quite steep, but hey, it's good training. It's not all about training, is it? A lot of cycling's about just getting out and enjoying it, because I mean, I'm having an absolute blast. I'm loving almost every moment of this. I would say every moment, bar the road surfaces, but Chilvers is helping a bit, weirdly. Just glorious being out. I'm comfortable. I don't know how far I've gone yet. I don't know. 40, 45, 50, I don't know. Just nice and getting out. It's lovely. Just bum in seat and pedal. Lovely. It's the mucky, unprotected, headwindy, flat bit. It's a bit I'll enjoy the least, but you know, the training. I cannot complain about it. See, now I'm really confused. My sat nav's showing I'm on this road both ways, but it's not really going anywhere. You can see there. It's showing go this way, then turn around in a sec and head back. So I think I might have to stop and look at my Strava map, work out what the hell's going on. Yep, that's me. I've done a wrong. Don't know if you can see on here at all, but I've just basically no, you can't see that. I've basically done it to our point and back, so turn around and start heading north towards Pilling again. Right, one bagel eaten out of two. Let's head home. It's getting noisy, it's windy now, so one thing I can guarantee is that my average watts, which is 170 so far, it's probably going to go up a little, and the average speed, which is 18 miles an hour so far, will probably go down. Well, I'm now back on the north side of Lancaster. I was not filming through there, so I'm gonna go find somewhere off the main route, have something to eat. I'm getting a bit hungry, and you don't want to ride hungry, do you? Yeah. Good. Nom 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 nom. Yeah. For some reason I thought I was going into the lakes. I'm not sure if I've got the mileage left in this route to be able to do that. I think whatever happens, I'm going to change today's route. In theory I thought just flipping today's route would be nice, but I'm just going to the same places. I think I'll head into the lakes tomorrow. That'll be nicer. Well, it does look like it's raining over there a bit. It's a bit grim, but it might be okay. Somehow I'm still at 17.5 miles an hour at 83, 84 miles in. So if I do go north of my house, I'll get a tailwind for the last bit, which will be nice. despite it being a little bit lumpy. Don't mind that. Oh, I've been waiting for them views to appear. Beautiful. Well, I didn't film all that, I was a poor bugger. I had a puncture, filling it up, and thought he had a knackered valve. I've just bought a repair kit for that kind of thing, so I changed his valve. Wasn't that, so I changed it back. Then he tried his holding a tube. Excuse me. That started working. Turns out his tyre was knackered. So he's calling a taxi of doom. Fortunately, he's about 300 metres from a pub. So he's going to go and sit in there and wait for his taxi home. But just about everyone's been wonderful. Just about. You can't ask for much more than that in a 100-mile ride, can you? Woohoo, Kendall! 3 miles from home and I've got my tailwind at last. The one that I had for the first 30 miles or so. So I'm nearly there now. Actually feeling really fresh, I'm quite pleased. So I'll talk about that when I get back. Cool! Home. Actually feeling decent, like I say. There's a beautiful symmetry here. Can you see that at all? 104.9 miles. 17.2 mile an hour average, 172 watts. That's rather cool. Feeling fresh. I was actually feeling really good the last few miles. I had a little wobble with about 15 to go. I wasn't feeling so great, but I think that's because I'd cooled down. Trying to help your man with his knackered tube and tyre and valve and all of that stuff. It's a really good test, this, for the main ride today, because I've gone faster and the bike has been perfect. It just feels like it, obviously the more I've eaten the lighter it's got and the more I've drunk, but it just feels absolutely superb. And can finally say without any doubt, these shoe inserts are fire. I am so comfortable in these. So again, Sidas, Steve, Terry, yes. Amazing. I'm probably going to be coming to get a pair for my running shoes because I can feel the difference all day long. I have had no aches, no niggles, no numb feet, no tingles, nothing. It's just been wonderful. So yeah, brilliant. Anyway, right, I'm going to go and eat, get a shower, get prepped for tomorrow because I'm changing my route for tomorrow. I fancy going to the Lake District. I think you'd like to see that too, wouldn't you? Good. Toodle pip. Good morning again. It's a bit cloudier than it was supposed to be and I've put my sunglasses on, but apparently that's going to clear up in time. So Sunday ended up being a bit cloudier. The wind's died a little bit, which is great. I think I'm getting exactly what I wished for. I'm not sure whether I should have wished for it. So I've got a hillier day today. The route I've planned is between 8,000 and 8,500 feet, in the same distance as yesterday, but some of the hills are steeper. Unsurprisingly, my legs are arguing very slightly with me this morning, but that's going to take half an hour to get out my legs. But what I might do is just try and go a little bit slower than yesterday, because I was supposed to be practicing yesterday and I went too fast. So I'll try and go closer to 16 today and see how it goes. Well, that's not gone well. My my route won't sync. So it's the route I originally planned, but not the one I redid. So I need to go home, which is 2 miles away, resync it, and then set off again. What a stupid boy. Now I appear to have the right route. Ah well, never mind her. Into the beautiful little back roads of the Lake District. You can't see it from here, but it goes up around there. It's a steep one. I can't remember how steep. I think it's in the 20s. Here we go. No point of reference at all for that, to show you the climb. but it's a fair one. It's quite steep for quite a lot of it. Probably not a good idea throwing it at the start, but you know. Well, out of the surprising things that you really don't expect to see, number one there, just back there, is a miniature railway in a field with llamas or alpacas. That was a surprise. Yeah. Speaking of railways, right, hills again. Right, 2 hands on the wheel, Scott. Away you go. In a minute. Coniston. Isn't it lovely? Shame the sun's not out. Did you catch him? I don't know if I got him in time. Alpacas everywhere around here. There's a fair bit of cloud around up there. I'm just in Tover, which meets the other road that comes from Ulverston up towards Coniston village. I'll be meeting that soon. I'm heading up towards the North Coniston. These roads. The occasional car and the chatter of the birds. Oh. Just coming up to the turn off here for Hodge Close. I've not taken you there yet. It's not somewhere to cycle, it's somewhere to go climbing. But it's tough. And it's beautiful. Oh. Very, very beautiful. The views are coming back. Heading towards Ambleside now. Oh, that descent into Skeleth Bridge, just wonderful. left right, downhill, quick, faster than cars. So just coming to Clappers Gate. I might have my first bit of food. Okay, I'm going to stop here. This is a little bridge at Rydal at the base of Nabscar, which you can sort of see through the trees up there. It's part of, well, it's the start of Fairfield Horseshoe, which is like a 12.5 mile run, which I've done before. Yeah, there's a lot of tourists without their eyes on today, and it's the weekend before Easter. I am not coming here over Easter weekend. It is bedlam, it's ridiculous. Anyway, right, bagel time, and then head north up via Dunmail Race, and then unfortunately on the main road to Keswick. There's no way around. Oh, beautiful, look. Nice to be taking in a little bit of the Fred route anyway, that helps. Oh, we've got Grassmere, so this will be the end of the Fred in 5 weeks and a few hours, hopefully, fingers crossed. How's that for a valley? Beautiful. So we're heading up there. And here's the gate for the end of the Fred. See you next month. Just beautiful. Bingo, Dunmail done. I'm not sure how much you can see behind me. But, I don't like this bit of road. It's a little bit of dual carriageway. It's really just to let cars get past the bus and stuff, and people like me. Basson's right there. Looking a bit more full than it was in the summer. Look at those views. I'm heading through that little valley on the right there. That's St John's in the Vale. Oh, Glencathra in the foreground, covered in cloud. There's Bram Crag over above where those cars are, just there. That's where I go climb. Well, I've been climbing once, going again soon. Over towards Skiddaw, around the corner of this on the left. Just amazing, amazing, amazing place to live. You forget how long a drag that is. Out from the Threkel junction from St John's in the Vale, which is, well, it's around the back of there. But again, you can see almost all of Glencatherine out, and a vast amount of the mid-Lake District fells. I'm 60 miles in now, so I'm just gonna eat again. Yeah, I think I'm bang on 170 watts again. Let's have a look. Let's have a look, shall we? 169 watts. Average speed's 15.7. But that will happen because in the 60 miles I've done 5,030 feet of ascent. And there's another 3 and a bit thousand to come. So don't think that's going to change a great amount. So I might get it up to 16 mile an hour by the end. What I might do is stop at Shap, because the co-op at Shap's just bomber for food. It's wonderful. But it's nice to get off this A66. It's horrible driving on there. There's some wonderful vehicles. What is that? Is that a Transit or a Comma van? Oh, that's cool. Or a Thames or something. Nice. Alright, little tour of the lakes today. Isn't it? Oh, here we go. Oh. You can see through the trees and behind the sheepies. One Ullswater. Happy days. And we say goodbye to Ullswater. 4 or 5 miles later, the scenery couldn't get much more different. Onto the back of, well, you can see Penrith over there, and then the Dales, which I'll be heading over in June. You can probably make out Great Dun Fell if your eyes are incredibly good. I can only just see the the weather station at the top from here, but yeah, you can't get much more different. So heading over that way, where that little shelfy hill is, and to Shap. I must admit I'm flagging a little. Not sure why. My legs feel alright. I think it's just energy. I've got Shap fixated in my head to grab something to eat. So just gonna get there, have some food. Oh, it's no good. I'm gonna have to stop for a wee. Just finding somewhere out of earshot and earshot of everyone. It's a nightmare, isn't it? Anyway, I think the theme of today, apart from lakes, is lambs. There's some ones here that look like they're a couple of days old. I'll show you in a second when I go past. You see them all in there. There's lots of lambs. Hello, lambs. Well, there's a sight for sore eyes. Shap. Food awaits. Let's try and get home. I've got a sore backside. It's probably not a good thing. Should have brought more chamois butter, or at least put more on. Oh. Shap Summit. The last of the horrible climbs. There's a little, well, there's a couple of short, sharp ones. And the one's near my house. But we're 1,000 foot up. Average speed's down to 15.4 now. That's obviously going to pick up a little bit as I descend into Kendal. Woo! As you can see, the sun's come out. So the temperature is absolutely perfect at the moment. I can almost smell the bottle of Left I'm going to have when I get home. Bingo. Home. Well, Scott's home. Yeah, there was moments in that where I was concerned, but there's lessons to be learned there, isn't there? My legs feel decent still, which I'm really happy with. It's just managing my energy levels. That's all I need to do. I don't think I'm eating quite frequently enough, and when I am eating, I'm throwing too much in at once. So I just need to split it down into smaller packages and eat it more often. Now, I said I wanted to average 160-ish watts for an ish 16 mile an hour average. If you can't see that, that says 163 watts average, 16 mile an hour. Yeah, I'm happy with that, considering I have done, let's have a look. Of course it doesn't say, does it? Bear with. Oh yeah, 8,263 feet, I think. Well, it says I've descended further than I've ascended, which is impossible because I'm in the same place now from where I started. So that is a total of 105 miles, I think. Scrolling. No, 106.5 miles. So add that 3 miles at the start. I've done nearly 110 today, which is, yeah, good. So yeah, that's me. 2 100-mile back-to-back days. Still alive, still feeling all right. You know what? I'm going to take that. It does remind me how daunting this challenge is every now and again. I need to work out how to not get a stiff neck so much, especially on the downhills. I was bombing down Shap at about 40-50 mile an hour, and I got to the bottom and I was like, oh, I need to work out how to get better at that. But let's be honest, I've been in the saddle for 12 hours over the last couple of days. I'm sure we can work something out there. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this one, and yeah, I think a restful Monday. I might have a beer. No, I won't. Might have a beer. I'm gonna have a beer right now.